Oh, Chattington, Marty Supreme, buns. First thing I gotta say. Just kidding. I have such a weird conflicting idea of this movie, or like thought about this movie. I've tried to sit with it. I've really tried to veer one way or the other, but this is the first, genuinely the first movie that I've ever come out of. When the first thought I had, when somebody asked me like how I liked it or what I thought about it, it literally felt like, and this is the only way I can describe it, like I was watching a run-on sentence. And if you want to perceive that as good or bad, you can, but it genuinely, and I wonder if people will relate to me on that after watching this movie, it genuinely felt like it was just a treadmill that kept going and going, and I was like, bro, chill, relax, just let me chill for a second. And coming out of it, I really did feel like I can't say that this is a good movie. Can't say that, not genuinely. I don't feel like this is a good movie, but I also can't say that it was a bad movie either. This is like prime time. Listen, AMC, if you want to sponsor me, you can, but I'm going to shill your product right now so hard. If you have any sort of movie subscription, it is definitely a movie that I would say is fine to watch in the theaters. I actually wouldn't necessarily urge somebody to wait for streaming, but I also wouldn't urge anybody to pay for this movie out of pocket $17, $18. Find like a $5.99 movie and watch it there, because then I feel like it's at least worth it. This movie, Timothée Chalamet plays Marty, and you go throughout his life and he just fucks over every person he knows, all in the pursuit to be the best table tennis player in the world apparently. But the weird thing is that it's not even for absolute fame, fortune, although sometimes it feels like that's what his motivation is. He talks to his uncle and says that he's going to step up in a way that he can never imagine, and this gives the sense that he's really trying to strive for this stardom in table tennis that's going to carry him throughout his entire life and gain him big fortune and fame. But throughout the movie, you start to really understand the sentiment that Marty is not really looking for fame and fortune. He's just looking to be the best. And that could feel like the same task at some point. Sometimes he's offered a job where he'll make money doing his talent, but because he has to stage a loss, he is saying, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want to be perceived as losing by this person that I know I can beat. And so you get the sense of like, okay, you have this weird, you want to be perceived as the best, even at the point of losing out on money that you very desperately need because you're in straits that are like very desperate. It's not like he's, rolling in it. He is a good table tennis player. He is good at what he does, but he has this like unmatched level of ego that pairs along with that gets him in a ton of trouble. And I think in a traditional sense, the movie and what you expect from a movie is some sort of learning process for this person, whether that be devolving into something that he can't get out of. So the ego takes him to a level of destruction that he eventually just self-implodes and literally gets super fucked by either the law or people that he gets into that he shouldn't be getting into, like a mafia type where he literally gets killed. Like that's what you expect from a movie. But in this movie, it feels like he's running on the ground that he is just paving. Like he's lying and lying and lying and lying to the wrong people, lying to the cops, lying to his family, lying to his, it's literally just like lie on lie on lie on lie. He's fucking over business opportunities, all in the pursuit to be the best. But it all feels like, why? And then also you don't get sort of like a ending to anything. It's all so much. Like the way that I'm describing it is also how it feels. I don't know exactly how to bring it out, but it genuinely just feels like he just keeps going and going and going. And I don't necessarily like that. It was all very entertaining to watch. I think the acting was good. I think the writing was actually pretty good. Every lie that he spun was to a person that he would run into again, and for whatever reason they would either believe him again or ended up being kind of charitable to him at some points. And it really felt like, why the fuck would you even consider this guy? He either fucked you over, lied to you, lied to somebody you know. It was very strange to me. And then he ended up like kind of being in a murder scene at some points. Never saw any sort of, at least that we see in the movie, never saw any sort of repercussions for that. Ran into the law multiple times, nothing with that. Literally assaulted a person, nothing on that. It was so much shit and nothing came of any of it. You just saw him just be able to slide his way through everything. And it was, like I said, the writing was good, the acting was good, it was impressive to see. But it just also felt like, what? Like, bro, like this can't keep happening. There's no fucking way. But because of that, I can't seriously rate this at a high level. I was super shocked to see so many people love it, because so often I feel like a lot of people are on like the hate train very quickly. So I thought a lot of people were actually going to hate on this a lot more. Personally, I would give it like a 6 out of 10. Like I said, it was just, I'm so middle ground to this movie that I don't even know how to like talk about it properly, as probably demonstrated pretty well in this video. If you've seen the movie, you let me know what you think about the movie. Maybe you really like it. Maybe I'm the odd man out and I'm just have horrible taste. But you let me know down below. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.